I'm so grateful for being here. It's the day of being grateful and gratitude. But I wished I knew how to be grateful before coming to OA. I joined the first meeting of OA. It was September of 2006. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, so sick, so sick. Taking 11 pills a day for different physical situations, such as high blood pressure, heart problems, diabetes, cholesterol, you just name it. I had it all at age 42. And my primary care doctor knew that my father passed when he was 45. I remember she told me that, Nima, you're not going to see your 45th birthday. You're so sick. Do something about it. The medicines are not working for you anymore. 3 different pills for high blood pressure. And still my blood pressure was 165 or something. So high, because I was 95 pounds higher than I am today, and I didn't know what to do. So I left that office crying so hard. And I thought, okay, I found a solution. Instead of going to the regular place, across the street from her office to have my daily treat, I go to the other one, the neighbor one, that the taste doesn't good and I don't like it. So if I sit there, I'm not going to eat that. I went there, and that was my solution. I ate it while I hate it, and I was crying. That was the solution that a sick person had. I went back to office and I begged the secretary, the front desk person, I want to see her again. And I begged for bariatric surgery. That was the solution that I found out while I was eating and crying and using profanity against myself. So today at age 61 and a half, I'm only taking my thyroid medicine every morning and a couple of vitamins suggested with doctors. And you guys tell me if I have to be grateful or not. 19 years later, I wished I was abstinent for the whole time, but I wasn't. But I never left program. I'm so grateful that I never left program. Every time I had piece of something, no sugar and flour since April of 2007 that I joined OA 90. But extra bites of other stuff. But the next minute I started because I knew nothing else is out there left for me. I was trying everything. I remember the current sponsor that I have today, that she had to clean my food, and I joined her. It was 2012, I believe. Yeah, 2012. That she cleaned up my food plan, and I stayed away from more than sugar and flour, caffeine, sweeteners, spices and seasoning, gluten, have a clean, quiet food plan. Then it made it easier for me to focus on my recovery. As one of the old timers always shares, the food doesn't sing and dance in front of me anymore. It was for me the way that my body and my soul needed, and I'm so grateful that I found it. I remember the first week I started working with my current sponsor. She told me, Nima, write gratitude list. And I said, oh, I do it every night, 5 of them. She said, can you do A to Z? And I said, okay, I'll do it. When I hung up, I thought, my God, am I at school? A new assignment? What kind of homework is that? I hated the idea. I hated the idea. It took me more than a week to complete A to Z. I didn't know what to write down. What is in life to be grateful? Okay, for W, weight loss. For A, abstinence. What else? It was so hard to think about stuff in my life that God gave me as a gift, as a blessing. I had to make calls to other friends and, make my outreach calls about this list. Today, this morning, I got up at 5:30 and I was doing my routine, reading, writing, meditation, prayer, quiet time. And I started my A to Z. And it took me, my God, I don't know how long, but it was so short. I had so many words. And I could write in both languages that I speak. English is been my second language, and I speak Farsi too. It's my mother tongue. And since it became easier for me, I noticed that abstinence is easier because I see my higher power and God in my life more, and I feel it more, and I see his touches in my every moment of my life. Today, Thanksgiving, kids are coming over, but my meeting is important. I have to be here. I had to call my sponsor. I had to answer my sponsor's call. I already made 2 outreach calls, and it's 9:47 here in California. Because I'm grateful for this program, for this fellowship. If you're new to this program and you don't like it, it's okay. Nobody suggested to us that you have to love this program. If you guys like it, that's a plus, but it's not required. Just stay. Just stay long enough to be grateful and see the miracle. And again, be grateful for that and feel the miracle. It took me a while until I saw it as a miracle. I came for weight loss. I'm not lying. When people talked about a spiritual life, I had no idea about that. I was against all religions and the word God in general. I don't know, even I was agnostic or atheist. I didn't even want to think about it. I still don't want to think about it. I'm not after philosophy here. I want peace, the freedom that I received in this program. As the 12 by 12 of OA said, freedom from bondage of food. I was prisoner of food. I was in a jail. Big body was a symptom. When I lost it year after I came to program, not lost it, released 95 pounds. Then I thought, now what? What should I do now? I felt even more miserable than before. I felt good about the body, the weight loss, the small size. I'm a short person, 5'1". I could see my bones here finally. It was a wish my whole life. I thought I don't have them. I thought, no, some people are lucky, the body is style, they have bones here. I don't. Oh my God, I have them. I have bones. They were hidden. Now what? I attended some step work meetings and groups. I couldn't get it. It took me a while, but it's okay. You know, I was thinking too much to come up with my own solution. Even when I was in program, I had a sponsor. I was working steps here and there, using the tools here and there. Whenever I felt like it, made an outreach call. I attended some meetings, not commitment. I didn't have a commitment to any meetings. Service, whenever I attended the meetings, I moved chairs, not more than that. Reading, I love reading, so why not? The big book every once in a while. Writing, what happens if somebody finds out about my writings? If my husband gets nosy, if my children open my journal, sick mind. It worked all day 24/7. It stopped me from doing the program. Then I learned that nothing is optional in this program. Of course, the 12 steps are the suggested 12 steps, but that's an ocean. If we jump to this ocean, then we must swim. Otherwise, it doesn't work. And after a while, I learned I don't need to think. Thinking is not one of the tools. I have 9 more to use. 9 tools of recovery. Those days when I joined, it was 8, then it became 9. I'm hoping for more than that, prayer and meditation or quiet time to be added to the list of tools of recovery. We're working on it at our intergroup in Iran, 90-day intergroup in Iran. None of them are optional for me anymore. And I'm grateful for every single of them. I don't see them as homework and assignment and punishment anymore. I feel the blessing whenever I do that. That's it. All of them saved my life. As we say in program, and we heard it over and over, these tools of recovery are the handrails of the steps. This program is a spiritual program, like it or not. So come up with some idea, defining higher power for yourself. You're new in this program and still fighting with the idea, because it doesn't work with us. And believe me, we all have tried, or at least some of them who were like me. We tried so hard, but it didn't work. Put all your energy to follow directions. And it's truly in all of our affairs these days. I had a spine surgery 6 months ago. And my surgeon, after 6 weeks, when he saw me, he said, Nima, you're my model patient. Physically, you were somebody that every surgeon loved to have in her or his operation room. No extra weight, no any medicine or blood pressure or blood sugar or anything like that. And I really followed whatever they said. Whatever they told me, I checked with my sponsor. As I said, I didn't need to think about it. I leave my smart brain for the rest of my life. But when it comes to the program, I just follow direction. Doctors told me what to eat before and after the surgery for the first few days. Right away, I called my sponsor. We planned it together. Thank God for action plan. And we made it work. I prepared the stuff ahead of time. And the fellowship is amazing. If you're writing your A to Z, don't forget fellowship in front of F. These lovely friends, how much I was scared. Like, God, if I don't eat the way I was eating, I'm going to lose all my friends. I didn't even lose one of them. And I earned as a gift and blessing, I have hundreds more friends, OA friends, all around the world. I live in United States. All my American friends from any background, my Iranian friends, after 9 years ago when OA 90 started in Iran, then everyone in Region 9, the other side of the world, in Europe, in Africa. So many people. I want to say that out loud, loud and clear, that I'm grateful for my plan of eating. This simple, beautiful, full of natural taste food, which is a gift that I was introduced by my sponsor to it, but I was willing to go to any length to get it. I just asked how I can get there. And she showed me the way, and I followed direction. And I'm grateful for these moments of my life, these moments of recovery. And today, Thanksgiving Day, my abstinent food is ready, packed, weighed, and committed and reported to my sponsor. Everybody comes over, they eat their own food, I eat my own food. They're gonna feel bad, I know that. God knows how many Tums they need to eat after. I'm gonna enjoy my own food. A lot of people ask me, don't you feel deprived or, you know, being isolated with this food? Not at all. Thank you. I'm grateful for these moments and these workshops. Thank you, the virtual OA 90 intergroup, for managing the whole thing. Thank you. And I pass.